Stay tuned to Cardinal Television. Commotion's coming up next. Hello and welcome to Commotion, CTV's pop culture debate show. I'm your host, James Bailey. The rules of Commotion are as follows. Our three guests will be given a series of 6 topics to rant, rave, and debate about. At the conclusion of each topic, a winner will be chosen, and at the end of the show, whoever has won the most topics will be declared the pop culture king or queen of the week, and they'll be given 30 seconds of face time. So without any further ado, let's meet our guests. First up, we have Michael Jones.
Hi, I'm Micah Jones.
Next up, we have Maria Romeo. And last but not least, we have Michaela Huber. So, you guys ready? Let's hop right in.
Let's get it going.
So, Jimmy Kimmel recently missed a week of Jimmy Kimmel Live due to his son having a heart surgery. He had guest hosts throughout that week, and guest hosts included Shaq, Dave Grohl, Channing Tatum, and Jennifer Lawrence, who got to interview one of her idols, Kim Kardashian. So, if you wanted any celebrity to guest host a late night talk show, who would it be? So we'll start off with that question in particular. Start with Michael.
Let's see. I don't know. They had a pretty good lineup right there. Like Shaq, I feel like if Shaq hosted a live TV show like that, it'd be really popping. Cause Shaq is idol. He brings such like a range of not only comedy but also serious topics that you could honestly just talk about anything with him.
Yeah.
And honestly, what's better than talking about let's see, a Disney movie or House of Cards with a man who's 7 feet tall?
That's true. Good point. Shay. Ray, who would be
I would probably pick Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
I feel like it'd be really interesting to see her interact with different celebrities. I don't know, and I love her, so that's probably who I would choose.
Interesting. Kayla?
I would probably choose Dylan O'Brien because he's got a spot in my heart. But not Kim Kardashian. What was it? Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah.
Like, interviewing Kim, she asked questions that I was like, oh, Kim is gonna snap back at that. But no, it went pretty good.
And she just has that such a an every person kind of persona that kind of really helped her out. Plus, you don't really see females in that kind of role. So.
Right.
So the other part of the other half of this question is obviously you got the variety of late night shows from Jimmy Kimmel, but also Jimmy Fallon, Conan. No one ever watched Conan, but Seth Meyers.
Ooh, that kind of hurts my heart.
James Corden.
I love Conan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that moves into this though. So if you could fill in as a guest host in any of those shows, which one would you choose?
It would most definitely be Conan.
The
Conan show has been my favorite for a long time coming now. Ever since I was younger, I always wanted to be on that show.
Interesting.
He just brings such a vibe. As soon as you're on the Conan show, you know that it's gonna be a good episode. You know you're gonna have fun. And no matter what, even with his musical hosts and the people he brings on, he's just able to just have a conversation with them.
What's your favorite part about the show though?
My favorite part about the show has to be all the times the introduction. When he starts the show, he starts it off right. Either he starts out running off or he starts out coming behind the curtain doing some wild things. He brings life to the show. That's what I like.
He had to search all the way up to TBS to get his own.
Yeah.
Maria, what do you got for this one?
Definitely Ellen. Ellen's always been my favorite.
No, we're talking. So
Yeah.
okay, so you're not even different, not late night. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That's late night, one of those.
Well,
But
Ellen counts.
Ellen is valid.
It's
yeah.
Okay.
Nobody really hates Ellen. So.
No, I'm not. It caught me off guard. But go ahead. What's your case for Ellen?
Well, I feel like she's just genuine, and I mean she gives back to people, and I feel like she's friends with a lot of the people she has on. She'll have people on multiple times, so she becomes friends with them, and builds friendships with them, and she's hilarious.
There's little British girls that are on once a month, and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Ellen would be a dope friend.
True that.
Kayla?
Jimmy Kimmel, just because I don't watch late night TV, so he's the only person I actually watch.
Interesting. I was actually surprised we didn't get anyone for Fallon, especially with the roots and stuff like that. It's
Jimmy Fallon, I feel, does a little bit too much for me. He tries a little bit too hard to be the late night host that everyone wants him to be, and it kind of comes off as that. I can't really vibe with that.
Interesting. Anyone else have beef with Fallon?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's beef.
No. But anyone else feel the same?
I like James Corden.
See, that's interesting. James Corden, being the late show, it's so hard to like watch him, you know.
Who's James
Well,
Corden?
a lot of his stuff is all on YouTube. Like when he does the carpool karaoke, like that's all. I watch all those on YouTube.
True.
I didn't watch it live.
True.
Yeah. Okay. So running out of time on this one, so we're gonna hit the winner. And yeah, I liked the Shaq. I liked Conan coming out of nowhere with that one, Micah. So I'm gonna give Micah that first topic. I liked Ellen too, but Ellen totally was not late what I was thinking. So he caught me off guard there. But everyone else has a chance here on this second topic here. So obviously Halloween has passed. We're deeper into fall now, but you know, November has just begun, and you know what that means? It's already Christmas season, guys. You know, Christmas season has already begun for a lot of stores in the area. I know that Wegmans already has all of their Christmas decorations and Christmas section. Sony 102.3 has already begun playing Christmas music, and you guys don't know him, but former CTV president Nick Ferguson posted on Instagram about a week ago. He already has his Christmas tree up in his apartment. So I don't know. I'm wondering what you guys think. You know, right now we're shooting on November 9th. Is it too early to begin thinking the Christmas kind of season, Maria?
Well, I've worked in retail the past 5 years, so basically Christmas starts like in the middle of October when you work in retail. But as for like celebrating the holiday, I feel like you shouldn't like put decorations up and like wear like decorated clothes until after Thanksgiving. I think you need to like chill when it comes to that. But as for Christmas shopping, go ahead, go Christmas shopping early. Like that's fine.
Yeah, the shopping.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So it's funny. I used to be one of those people who I'm like, if you play a Christmas song before December 1st, I will not be a happy camper. But then I walked into Bath and Body Works about like 3 days ago. They were like the sense of like Christmas, and all their Christmas trees were up, and I'm like, okay, follow the law. I'm ready. So I don't think it's too early at all. And I was taking pictures next to like the horse they have in Wegmans. They have like this cool horse. It's not real. It's made of lights, and I think it's just like a great way to get into the season.
Okay.
Honestly, I agree. Like Christmas should be like celebrate like decorations, all that. You should wait till after Thanksgiving because we still got a whole turkey in the middle. But honestly, I'm in the Christmas spirit 24/7, 365 days a year. I currently take showers to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like,
Wow.
that's my jam overall.
That's amazing.
And honestly, just being in that mood, like, just lifts your spirits, especially during daylight savings time. Like, when it gets dark at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm playing Christmas music just because I need to stay in a jolly mood.
Interesting. See, I'm all about this. Like you know, I don't necessarily hate, but I'm definitely not at all like Christmas until after Thanksgiving. Until like snows on the ground. That's like another like.
But that might not happen until like after Christmas.
Right.
So
So that's like the thing. Like, does it have to snow for it to be a perfect Christmas?
Ooh.
I think yes, because last year it did not snow on Christmas, and I'm like, this is not Christmas. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing when there's no snow on Christmas. It's kind of like
'Cause
doesn't
it's
feel
still,
real.
It's still cold. It's still cold. It's just like you don't have like that added element there.
It is honestly very different. Just spend a Christmas in Florida, and once you see 80-degree weather and palm trees, while people are also singing Mariah Carey's All I Want for
Yes.
Christmas Is You, then it's a totally different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I mean it's. Yeah, we'll do more Christmas topics here on Commotion as the season gets on. But yeah, I mean it's wild stuff here. It's wild stuff for Christmas. Yeah, man. I guess since we did bring up the Sony 102, I guess we got about a minute left on this one, so we'll go around real quick. Favorite Christmas song?
I think I just named it twice. Mariah
Okay.
Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
Maria?
I've always liked Jingle Bell Rock. I don't
Bell
know,
Rock?
I just always liked it.
Probably Rudolph.
Rudolph?
It's the first one that I learned, so.
Okay, nice. Just out of pity that you have to work in retail over the Christmas season, Maria.
Yeah.
I think that I'm gonna give you this one.
Can't wait for Black Friday.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad.
You have to work Black Friday?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mandatory.
Wait, where do you
Mandatory?
work?
JCPenney's.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
But hey, when you're working on Black Friday, just know that you won the second topic of Commotion this episode.
Also remember, anything is a weapon, so
All
if
right,
anyone
well-
just gets too close.
That was a nice first segment here. Be sure to come out right on back after these messages.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Welcome back to Commotion. That was a solid first segment. We got a little too Christmassy for us, though, so we're going to move into some different topics. Actually, we're going to be talking about social media here. So, 280, that's the new magic number on Twitter. So, when Twitter announced, I believe last month, that they were going to move to 280 for a few select accounts, mostly celebrities, journalists, people like that. But now it's been open to pretty much the entire public. So, I want kind of your guys' opinions. Are you pro 280, or do you wish that they had stayed with 140? For everybody. So we're starting with Michaela on this one.
I do not like the 280. 140 was enough. I do not want to hear your bad relationship advice. 280 characters, wow. So definitely not a fan, but I guess some people like it for like naming their favorite movies or whatever. That's what I saw for the 280. But I also saw the bad relationship advice, and I'm like, okay, this is not what I want.
Interesting. Mike?
I don't know. I'm kind of split with 280. I like it because now I can write in 280, but I don't think I ever will. Like, if I want to make a really long joke, then, you know, there I go, 280's right there. But based on what I've seen, no one's been using the 280 properly. It's
right?
One time I saw a list of names. I don't even know what the names were for.
They're just random lists. I'm like, what is happening?
Is this what we do when we have freedom now? Like 280 characters, we just go wild.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I thought I was gonna like it, and I don't know, like kind of like what she said, like the whole like people writing a bunch of crap. It's like
Yeah, and as Michael was kind of alluding to, like people are just using it just to use a suit, and he's, you know, you said you're probably not gonna use it.
Most likely not.
You guys see yourself like utilizing those extra characters very often?
maybe, probably. If I have something really important to say, I probably will end up doing it. But the thing with me is I feel like I don't read them. Because like I remember I was scrolling through Twitter and I was like not reading any of the tweets. I'd read like the first couple of letters. I'm like,
Yeah, it's too like, I sound really lazy when saying this, but it's too like hard to read 280 characters. I don't know. I get enough reading in school.
Go for it.
Honestly, I was gonna say 140 gave us like a better time, like just for society. Like you could explain what you needed in 140 characters, and then that was your point.
Now, when they first came out with the 280, like I said, it was for like some very specific accounts, and like I've noticed, you know, it was doing us pretty well. I mean, I'm a sports guy, so I follow a lot of stuff like that. And, you know, when like teams are listing injury reports, stuff like that, instead of having to take up 2 or 3 tweets, they can put it all in one now. So, you know, do you guys think that, like, you know, did you like it when they were gonna do the 280 just for like a few select accounts that they thought might need it?
Yeah, I feel like it was a little bit better with that, cause honestly, then like the actual things you would want to read, like say from your favorite sports person or celebrity, you could read. But now I just have a bunch of random tweets.
yeah, I feel like maybe like just allowing verified accounts to have that option, and maybe not everyone else have it.
So yeah, that's actually good. Never thought of it that way. Yeah, just verified. Interesting.
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's no point in having everybody state 280 characters, so.
Well, still in the infancy of everyone having it, so hopefully maybe it'll turn around and people will start to utilize it correctly. But we're going to move on, Michaela, just because of your passion opening up on that one. I'm going to give you that one. You definitely had some strong feelings on that. But moving from Twitter onto Facebook, and this one's a little bizarre. So Facebook, the top social media website in the world, is attempting to fight revenge porn with revenge porn. So Facebook's beginning a system, specifically in Australia, where users believe that another user has posted a nude photo of themselves. Facebook will let you take it down by sending them a nude photo, in which they'll use like their image scanning technology to help identify the other nude photo and be able to take it off the website. I know you're making a face. It's a little bizarre, right? So it's primarily in Australia, but they're also setting up betas in a few other countries, including the U.S. Yeah, you're making a face right at the start.
I feel like if Facebook is like a family-friendly website, if there's nude photos on there in general, they should be taken down no matter if they need to be verified if it's the person or not. Like, just makes absolutely no sense to me as to why they need to have that verification. I don't.
So the thought of it was that you know you're intimate with a person. Maybe they receive some of these photos and then you break up and the person posts them online to get back at you.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the thought was now you have kind of control to be able to help say take these down. And move on to Mike. Like, what do you
I think it's a good effort. You know, I stopped going on Facebook recently just because every time I'm on Facebook, I see some things that I don't want to see. But now that they've done this, honestly, will it work? Maybe. A lot of what I've seen recently is just people just expose themselves as soon as they see that their significant other might be trying to do something a little bit shady. So honestly, keep the power out of the out of the revenger or the revenge maker, however that term is.
So I follow like mostly my family, so I don't see any revenge porn, but but I think this is really just weird because you're sending a website your naked photos. No, something's wrong about that.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing with Snapchat saving all the Snapchats, I feel like this is just another thing where it's like you have to worry about your personal like space, and it's not good. Not good.
Yeah, it's not like you're sent to help like negate a naked photo. You have to like send a bunch of strangers a naked photo. Like it's bizarre, right?
It's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was I gonna say?
Don't have anything. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little weird. So maybe Australia can maybe this could be Australia's thing. Maybe we can try to keep it out of the
Australia has always been a different country.
Yeah, you can keep that, Australia.
All right.
Australia's message: fight fire with fire.
Yeah, I guess. So, yeah, Mike, I'm gonna give you that one. I don't know. I don't know how to make justification. I like the fight fire. I like the keep the power out of the Revenger's hands.
Thank you.
But yeah, another solid middle segment there of Commotion. Come on back for our next segment for our last two topics and to see who's gonna be the king or queen of pop culture this week.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day, I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back for the final segment of Commotion. We've had a pretty solid first few topics, but we're going to close up here with some TV and movies. So first off, last week, Disney announced the cast for the live remake of The Lion King, set to be released in 2019. Among the actors included in the remake is going to be Donald Glover as Simba, Beyonce as Nala, Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner as Pumbaa and Timon, and James Earl Jones back to play Mufasa again. So The Lion King is one of many Disney classics that's being remade into a live-action film, following the successes of The Jungle Book and last year Beauty and the Beast. So do you guys first off, we'll start with the question of, do you guys like this Lion King cast? We'll start with Micah.
Absolutely. Like, The Lion King was originally my childhood. I loved the cartoon from the beginning, and they're including everyone, which I like now, like Seth Rogen, one of my favorite actors, Donald Glover, one of my favorite actors / rappers. They got Beyonce, it's already gonna be an all-star cast. So honestly, this and The Incredibles 2, I think I could die happy afterwards.
All right.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love Beyonce, and Donald Glover I think will be really good with, what is he going to be, Simba? Yeah. I think it would be really good, because they're two pretty, I mean, Beyonce, obviously she's Beyonce, but he's pretty big now, too, and I think...
Yeah. Well, and the crazy, I mean, in the end, we know, we know, as far as like music and everything is concerned, just think of like Beyonce and Childish Gambino, like,
Oh, yeah.
duets together.
That's going to be so good. I can't wait.
I'm getting excited just talking about this all-star cast, but I don't want to hype it up too much because if I hype it up too much and it doesn't live up to expectations, it's not going to be good.
Truth.
But I think it's a good cast and it should be good.
Yeah, I mean, those are people. I mean, I know that John Oliver's is Zazu. I know the two of the hyenas are Keegan-Michael Key and Eric Andre. I forget who the third one is, but yeah, there's a lot of just, like, big kind of A-list stars that are gonna be in this, and some people that you don't think about like in these things. So The second part of this question is, are you a fan of these live action remakes? So I mentioned Jungle Book, Beauty and the Beast. I know Mulan, I think is set to come out before Lion King, actually. I think Dumbo has been announced. So are you guys a fan in general of these live action remakes of all these Disney classics?
I haven't actually seen any of them. So, a little confession time here. I was gonna see The Jungle Book because it was on Netflix, but I just didn't.
You should definitely see it. It's really good. I swear. 10 out of 10.
I've heard mixed reviews about
Really?
it, so I've been
It's
kind of
good.
shaky of honestly all this live action just because of the mixed reviews I've gotten.
It's good.
definitely-
My perspective.
I'm definitely gonna check it out then.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Disney in general, so I like Beauty and the Beast. I like Jungle Book. I don't know if there's any other ones, but
I think those are the two that have
yeah.
been
The only thing
close.
that I'm kind of concerned about a little bit is the live action for the Lion King. Like, 'cause I feel like it's going to be a little weird with the CGI animals.
It'll be a little bit weird.
I mean,
but
it worked well with Jungle Book because there wasn't really as much music, but with the Lion King, I don't know, it might be a little weird, but
yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
I'm definitely a fan of live action. I feel like the previous ones, like looking at Beauty and the Beast, like the old one, it was hard to really I was a fan of it, but it's hard to get into it. The live action, it's like you're actually in the story plot. You can picture yourself there. So I'm really definitely a fan, and I'm excited for this new movie.
Okay. So we're gonna have to move on. It's always so hard to choose some of these winners. I guess we'll give Michaela that one. And set up this last one. Maybe everyone on even ground here, depending on how everyone does here on this last House of Cards topic here. So Kevin James was TV president. That's kind of the question that some of us have been asking, I guess. Some House of Cards fans want this. Following the ousting of Kevin Spacey from the Netflix political drama after numerous sexual misconduct allegations, an online petition has been started and signed by nearly 30,000 people that has kind of proposed filming one Kevin with another, Spacey for Kevin James as the titular character, Frank Underwood, and the show is now suspended 6th season. So, man, do you think Kevin James will be a good fit for the show? Start from you.
I mean, I haven't seen the show, but has Kevin James even done anything really serious? I don't know. I just don't. It doesn't. Where did he come up from? Why did they mention him? I don't know.
I have no. Just from the article I read.
I know him as being a goofy comedian guy. It just seems a little
Same.
weird to me, but I don't know.
Yeah. Kayla?
All I'm picturing, I haven't seen the Netflix show either, but I know it's a serious, drama-filled show. So all I'm picturing is Paul Blart, the mall cop, trying to fill this serious role. It's not gonna look good.
Interesting, Micah.
I've never been the type to just say someone can't do this, but Kevin James is the king of Queens, and I'm thinking maybe that's where you should stay. Tyler Perry did a serious movie once. Have you guys seen it? It's called, I believe it's called Safe House or something like that. Wow. Oh yeah, see, no one's heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's always bizarre. I know that Will Ferrell has the one serious. I feel like all these comedic people want to do it that one serious role to kind of prove that they
It
can.
doesn't fit.
Will Ferrell has a
Some
serious
people can
movie.
do it, though.
I forget what it's called. Yeah, he plays this it's he's an alcoholic, but it's in a really depressing way, and he has no job.
Last time I saw him in the movie, he fought his stepbrother with a bike.
Yeah.
So
which is what he's good at. Stick to that, Will Ferrell. So next question, kind of off of this, is: do you guys think that they should cancel the show, or should they continue it with Underwood, with a different Underwood? And if so, who should be that Frank Underwood? So, let's start on this.
I think that they could continue it without him. I don't feel like they really need to replace him. I know this might be a weird comparison, but I've watched soap operas, and a lot of times they replace different characters, and it's just weird because you get attached to a certain actor, and then they completely change the actor, and it's well, what the heck? They're not the same person. But I think they could go without him. I mean, I know that the lead woman in the show is really good. I mean, I haven't seen it, but that's what I've heard. So I mean, I think they could carry it on with just her.
Yeah, Robin Wright is great as Claire. Kayla?
If anybody has seen the Halloween Town movies, the last Halloween Town movie, it did not feature any of the same cast, and it really made me mad. So they should definitely just continue the show like you said, and just don't even feature his character. He did a bad thing, and I don't think other people should suffer for his like bad actions. You know, like the show should still go on. People should still keep their jobs, and like just don't give him recognition for his part anymore.
Well, like the show says, House of Cards, cards topple. So Kevin Spacey could honestly go, and the show will still go on, honestly. And I mean, if we're having Kevin James as an option, then honestly, I want Donald Glover to be in the show now. If we're just throwing people out there.
We're combining Donald Glover. So that was so we if you could have another TV president, we're running out of time here, but who would it be?
I don't know. Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay, Finny, go.
Dylan O'Brien, all the way.
I still don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh man. All right, so we're out of time on this, and it's gonna be tough. But choosing the winner of this last topic and of Commotion this episode, I like the House of Cards analogy, and I like Donald Glover as president. So we're gonna give it to Micah.
Thank you.
So congratulations. You're gonna get your. You're gonna get your 30 seconds of FaceTime, but as he's getting prepared, I'd like to remind everyone to watch Commotion and all your other CTV favorites on Campus Channel 4. And also be sure to check us out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Cardinal Television Fisher. So Micah, take it away.
All right, thank you all for having me on this wonderful episode of Commotion. It's been an honor to really just be here with you and everybody else. And I hope to see more of this and everything going on in Fisher. You know, Fisher cares. Okay, sorry. We care, all right? As Fisher, we care. And I'm not going to say any more than this, but Mini Mart, watch out for it.
All right, interesting. Well, thank you, Micah, for winning. Thank you for that FaceTime. Catch you next time on Commotion.